to empower people. I mean, there's nothing that I would have done in my private life that I've not tried to replicate nationally and even within my constituency. I mean, we're working hard to make sure that we empower the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And the irony about it is that the rhetoric coming from those who did not assist in many ways, that they're trying to say to the people of Antigua and Barbuda that we're only empowering ourselves. I mean, when I hear a man like Harold Lovell, for example, chiding me and saying that I'm only empowering my family, when he served for 10 years and he can't point to a single property that he helped to repair in his constituency. We have a happy program, home improvement program, in which we're building free homes and give to people. I mean, that is how you uplift people. I mean, that's how you improve their living standards. That is how you help them to create wealth. I mean, the land that we sell as low as $3 a square foot. There are times when people buy land from us at $3 a square foot, and it's worth at least $10, $15 on a retail basis. By so doing, we're transferring equity to these individuals. I mean, when we provide them with duty-free concessions to purchase vehicles, again, we're transferring wealth to them. We provide duty-free concessions to help them to build their homes. I mean, I would have announced, for example, on the Cabby, I think it was about $30-something million in homes in which they didn't have to pay any taxes on the importation of the material, the building material. So if you say that ordinarily they would have had to pay 40% on the material and the cost of the home, 50% of it would have been material costs. You can see right there that we're subsidizing a property by 25%. So if you build, for example, a property that costs $200,000, that's $50,000 you put in your pockets right there. I mean, these are initiatives designed to empower the people of Antigua and Barbuda. When we give these scholarships, for example, is a form of empowerment, so that rather than having students having to, pursue these loans, these student loans that they have to take into their adulthood and so on, and many of them get crippled by these student loans. Here's a situation in which the government is giving up to 1,600 scholarships annually to Antiguans and Barbudans. I mean, even at UE, for example, and students paying like what, $4,000-5,000 EC dollars per semester, heavily subsidized again. And on top of that, even though it's relatively low, many of them still go to the student program, to the primary scholarship fund to get it funded. So they're practically paying nothing. I mean, again, it is one of the most socially oriented governments in the world, our administration. Not even medicines, some medicines that people have to pay for. I mean, medicines, socialized. I mean, they may say, yes, there's a medical benefits levy, but at the same time, in many instances, the central government has to subsidize the cost of the medicines because we do not collect enough premium income in order to cover the costs. And we're now seeking to expand medical benefits into national health insurance program. That's going to result in additional burdens on the public sector. I mean, Treasury will have to cough up some more money. I mean, when you look at the entrepreneurial program, for example, in which we're providing loans with an interest rate of as low as 1%. The maximum interest they charge on those loans is 3%. That in itself represents a subsidy. I mean, savings, for example, if you have a significant amount of money, you can get as much as 3% at the bank. And when you look at the fact that the government loaning money at 1%, it is more than the cost of the money. Again, it is all about giving our people a leg up and helping them to build wealth. And I know that they have tried to vilify me on the issue of wealth creation, but at some point, I know I'll be celebrated on this issue because I don't want Antiguans and Barbudans to be a nation of poor people.